So you're planning a move down here to South Florida and have probably been hearing about all the changes going on through the entire state, and it's definitely true. Things have changed, but they're relatively the same with a little bit of a twist that you definitely need to know about. So we're going to dive into all of that today in this video, so don't go anywhere. Hey, what is going on, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Living in Fort Lauderdale. And if you're looking for a channel that's going to show you everything you need to know about moving to, living, playing, and buying real estate right down here in South Florida, then this is absolutely the channel for you. So don't forget to subscribe to it and tap the notifications if you want to be notified anytime I go ahead and put out a new video. My name is Rob Zeoli, and I'm a licensed realtor right down here in South Florida, and we're getting calls all the time from people just like you that are looking to make that move down here to South Florida. So if you have any plans, even if it's in the next week, the next month, or in the distant future, give me a call, send me a text or an email. All my information will be down below or in the description, and I look forward to showing you around town and helping you make your transition down here to South Florida a very, very smooth one. And without further ado, guys, let's dive into today's video. Okay, so we've done a bunch of videos lately, and a lot of them have to do with all the changes going on here in South Florida. So as far as the real estate market, prices are going up, interest rates are going up, rental prices are going up, inventory is going down. It's still hard to find a home, whether it's to purchase or to rent. And add that to all the other changes going on in the entire country, having to do with inflation and prices and all that other type of stuff. But today we're talking about some of the things that are kind of the same here in South Florida, starting with the weather. Now I gotta lead with this because we're right in the middle of our first, I guess you would call it, tropical storm. Now we just started hurricane season, so today is June 5th. So we've had rain for the last week, and pretty much Mother Nature has not let us down and holding pretty steady and introducing us to hurricane season. So starting in June is when our hurricane and our wet season starts, and we've been greeted, like I said, by Mother Nature with a nice tropical storm. I think they're calling it Alex. Now we just finished our winter, I guess you would call it, here in South Florida, where our temperatures are between 70 and the mid 80s, which is fantastic weather. And we're getting into the hurricane season and our summer months when it gets extremely hot and humid. Now, again, we've been greeted the first week of hurricane season, and we're supposed to get about 15 or up to 15 inches of rain when this is all said and done. Now, I'm filming this is Saturday. I guess it's the 5th of June. We've had rain, like I said, for the last few days nonstop, and it's supposed to last till, I think, Monday. Now, one thing, if you're just moving to South Florida or have plans on moving to South Florida, you absolutely need to take hurricane season seriously. Don't be like me when the first year that I moved here, I think it was 2006, and that year is when we had two major hurricanes. I think it was Katrina, and I forget the name of the other one. So we got hit pretty bad down here. Not too much as far as property damage, at least where I live, but one thing you have to remember is you might not get a direct hit as far as property damage, but very common for the power to go out. So you have to be prepared for a storm. Now, there's some areas down here that have power lines underground, but there's still some that are overhead, and also when you get down to the power plant. So you could be, a couple of miles from a certain area that has some down power lines, and it might affect your home. So you definitely want to be able to get some supplies, and especially now with all the craziness going on with the supply chain, and it's just hard to get some supplies on a normal day. When it comes to hurricane season, you absolutely want to make sure you have essential supplies just in case we happen to get hit with something this year. So obviously you want to have food, canned goods, things like that, water, but without a doubt, a generator is something you want to look into, having even a portable generator, which most of us have. Some people have a whole house generator installed, but the vast majority of us have a portable generator that if we do have some power that goes out, you could get some gas, fill it up, and you can at least run your air conditioning and a refrigerator until all the power is restored. But you definitely don't want to overlook this and be like me. Without a doubt, the first year I learned my lesson, and since then I'm always prepared, always have the essentials just in case. Sometimes we get a false sense of security because we've been pretty lucky for the last decade, at least over a decade, without having a direct hit. But without a doubt, we always have hurricane season. June through August definitely remains the same. You know, some people are predicting changing weather and climate change and all that type of stuff, and we're having some worse storms. So again, with that and this supply chain crisis and having problems getting even regular supplies, definitely keep your eye on that and be prepared. Better safe than sorry. Now, another thing that I have to mention here is Florida's been getting a lot of bad press with the prices going up through the roof, especially the rental prices, and becoming somewhat unaffordable. Still, big changes going on here in the state, but one thing that remains the same is the state of Florida has no state income tax, and it's you know, extremely important and relevant right now more than ever because of the, you know, just the changes in affordability. Now, we all know this, no matter where you live in the country, the cost of living has gone up. Everything costs more money. Gas, groceries, automobiles, it doesn't matter. Everything has gone up, including housing, and you know, that has gone up big time here in the state of Florida. I think I read somewhere that the cost of living has gone up by about 5.9% nationally, which is the highest increase in the last 40 years. So we're all feeling it. Good to know that here in the state of Florida, although things are getting kind of out of hand and expensive, we still do not have to pay any personal state income tax. Definitely great about the state of Florida, especially now when things are so expensive. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're anywhere near retirement age or plan on living here in Florida till you retire, Florida is one of the best states or most friendly states as far as taxes go for retirees, aside from the personal state income tax. Now, the state of Florida does not tax retirement income. There are no taxes on your retirement income. There's also no estate or inheritance tax. So again, guys, right now, very relevant with everything being more expensive. One of the bonuses of living here in the state of Florida as far as taxes are concerned. Now, another thing that hasn't changed here in South Florida, and that will stay the same no matter what happens with all the changes, is the Florida lifestyle. Now, there's still tons of things to do down here, no matter where you are in the state. Obviously, we have beaches all up and down the East Coast. We have tons of fishing and water activities. Golfing, I mean, there's golf courses, numerous ones in every single city. We also have the boating lifestyle and culture. Now, aside from having all of these activities at your fingertips just by moving down here to the state of Florida, there's also events and festivals happening every single week. So let's check out these sites online just to see what's coming up in the next few months. All right, guys, here we go on the computer. I just wanted to show you some really cool resources as far as finding some events and things to do. So here we have our first one, which would be for Fort Lauderdale. So the site is called visitfortlauderdale.com. And if you look on top here, you can check out the beaches, things to do, events, restaurants, nightlife. So if you scroll down, basically it'll show you, we'll click things to do here on top here. And basically, you can go through the attractions, tours, arts and entertainment, sports, parks and nature, anything that you could think of wanting to do here in Fort Lauderdale. You can check that out. It also goes over restaurants, nightlife, places to stay, which is really, really cool. If you're just visiting, actually, maybe you're looking for a house and you want a place to stay or need a place to stay. Gives you all the different beaches and hotels, resorts, smaller boutique properties, a lot of those small condos by the beach, and you get a lot of pretty good deals as far as that as well. The second site here, MiamiBeaches.com, same thing. You can see things to do, events, hotels, special offers, neighborhoods. Gives you so much different information. I use these sites all the time to try to get some information when I need it, depending on where someone is or if they have some specific questions about an area that I don't know, as well as some others. And also we have one here for Palm Beach. Same thing, guys. Things to do, restaurants, event, calendar, and you can go out several months ahead by hitting the calendar and looking through. So, you know, we're in July here for the July 4th celebration in Delray. So definitely very, very cool resources. I'm going to put the link to these sites in the description and hope you get some use out of them if you need it. So let's get back to the video. Thanks. Now, there's also a major benefit of living in a state where numerous people come every single year to vacation, and that is getting discounts and bargains at a lot of the attractions that people come down and go on vacation to see. Now, from Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida residents receive 40% off a 4-day ticket to the Pink Shell Beach Resort in Fort Myers. There are also hundreds of other Florida attractions and hotels that offer residents-only discounts and bargains throughout the year. Most of these deals are available during the late spring and summer, and also the early fall months, and this is when tourism is slow. So really right now, actually, so don't forget to take advantage of that. Now, there's also a lot of other things down here in South Florida that are kind of the same, but a little bit different, almost like they're on steroids, starting with the traffic. Now, it doesn't matter if you're driving on local streets or on any of the interstates, traffic is just out of hand, and don't even get me started with the drivers. The drivers, I mean, I never thought I could say that the drivers here in Florida are getting worse, but they are. They're getting worse. Now, the state of Florida is known for its bad drivers, and this is not just my opinion, guys. There's a reason why our insurance rates are probably the highest in the nation. So, you know, other people have gotten the memo as well. Florida has horrible drivers. And again, I never thought I would say that they could get any worse, but they are getting worse. Now, sometimes I try to put my finger on this and figure out why the drivers are so bad down here in the state of Florida. Now, one of the reasons why our insurance rates are so high, aside from having no-fault insurance, and a lot of people don't even have insurance, but they classify a lot of our drivers as high risk, and those include seniors, college students that don't know the area, and I think a lot of these people that are moving here that are new and don't know the area, you know, maybe they're not sure of where they're going, so they're driving either slow or a little bit unsure of where they're going. But you'll definitely notice the drivers if you haven't lived here for a while. Something to keep an eye on for sure is the drivers on steroids, I would say. Okay, guys, so there you have it. So a lot of changes going on here in South Florida, you know, especially the real estate, the market, the pricing, the population's exploding, a lot of other stuff going on and changing, but there are things that are the same. It is Florida, but everything seems to be amplified in times 10. So if you have any questions about anything we spoke about in this video or have any suggestions for future videos, I'd love to hear your input and your comments. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel grow and helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I would absolutely appreciate it. If you needed any real estate help, don't forget to reach out. My information is down in the description, and I look forward to talking to you and helping you with your moves to South Florida. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.